Little recap, just to kind of bat where it happened last time. So, didn't record it, wasn't too important. Had a couple of little ghostly encounters on Astra's end. A couple of mental incidents. Referring to, and of course, the special keyword of Little Mouse. And on Lavinia's end, pretty much just getting around to learning what they do in town as a librarian, meeting the mayor, and both of them in the center of town, seeing a suspicious individual who, as was mentioned, is the same one that destroyed Baldur's Beach, where Astra comes from. They kind of had a little bit of a rug around, and at this point in time, they've pretty much agreed that they're going to help the mayor and the store owner, John Templar, find the Four Swords of Power. That quest will be recapped in its entirety when they do go to talk to John, but that is not where we're starting this. Nay. See, where we're starting this little escapade, so to speak, is not with our main cast at all. In fact, today, what we're going to be starting with... Are you serious? Did you just dump all of my dice? Okay. Just most of them.
Hey, what gender is this character?
Villas?
Yeah.
That's a guy.
Yeah.
Jacob's character is also a guy.
Two bros chilling in a D&D call.
And then there is Jazz as well. The wizard that's with you guys. Huh?
Can I use these?
Yeah.
For the record, Rayla handed out the character sheets. I wonder why she gave herself the female role. It's weird.
I don't have a character sheet.
Oh, I thought you were going to take over the girl.
I am. I didn't say she'd be fighting.
Oh. So it's just like Rayla. Female, not fighting.
So, this is sort of where we start off. We start off in this scene, sort of where we see two people, an elf and a human.
I just realized you're putting this up on YouTube.
A larger human. He's quite well built. Very strong, wearing heavy armor, very large weaponry sort of thing. And our elf ranger, who is out of, at this point, spell slots entirely. So you're down to just melee. That being said, we're going to see how this fucking goes. Because, as we start off, we look at Villas.
I'd like to open up by saying something to my compatriot who's out of spell spots.
Not quite yet.
Okay.
So, with the cat in the background clawing at the food drawer, we, please.
His bowl's full.
Please give me treats.
His bowl's full. It's right there. He ate out of it. I see he ate out of it.
Oh! He's figuring out how to open it.
I keep your bowl full and you know it.
Anyways, ADHD aside. So, we start off with a scene. We see Villas, the large man, with an even larger sword, using it as a shield between a very large mouth, as it's trying to get to him, and he is, keeping it away from him. And, it's this sort of struggle of force as three more heads launch forward, and all seems not well for our friend Villas here, until, pew! An arrow launches forward, slicing straight through the head of the one that's biting onto Villas' sword. Down to three heads, we now zoom out and see a rather large hydra that the heroes here are fighting in a cave. And we see this hydra kind of roar in pain and anguish. And we see that at this point in time, 4 of its heads are gone. And we see from the back, whew, as a spout of fire blasts straight past and between Villis and the elf, Mr. Green, as it strikes the Hydra, sealing in some extra damage, and as these larger, more well-known heroes would know, stopping its head from regrowing.
So, just to clarify, by the way. So, Mr. Green, in this area, with a bow and arrow.
What? Oh, you know what? Shut up. Despise you. And
that was a Clue reference, if you didn't know.
And this loathing protrudes as the Hydra roars in anguish, and it begins to retreat. And at this point in time, without following right away, as you know, you have it cornered. Jazz, one of your compatriots, walks up to you, using the last of her spells, heals you both back to full. You're out of spell slots at this point in time, Mr. Green. You are doing very well, on the other hand, with pretty much everything stock full.
Yeah, I would like to say to Mr. Green, so we're chasing this thing down?
Not yet.
Okay.
At this point in time, Jazz, who's quite tired and pretty much the only one weakened at this point, declares she's going to make a tactical withdrawal. And with that, she kind of bows out and heads back out of the lair.
All right.
And at this point in time, knowing the Hydra's weak, you may give chase.
All right. I'm booking it.
All right. You begin booking it, and Mr. Green, I assume you also book it, so to speak.
Yeah. What's the matter, you pointy-eared? Can't keep up without your fancy spells?
No.
No.
I didn't know what to say.
It's okay.
Well, I hope she doesn't roast me alive for saying it, but hey, at least you can still keep fighting with your bow and arrow.
Fair enough.
She's gonna turn me into a frog with that one tonight.
Let me do a little bit of math real quick. So that would actually be... Okay, I'm going to leave that at this then. Okay. And I'll leave that math there. And so, at this point in time, as you guys continue going back, you do start to see the Hydra, but Mr. Green, you grab onto Villis's arm, stopping him just as well, let me look at the exact pronunciation real quick. A Jakuli springs right past his head, right where he would have been. These snakes, you know, are not something you want to tangle with the surprise on their side.
I think I could have taken him.
Sure, we'll go with that.
And at this point, you better hope that you can put money where that mouth just was, because several of them start to appear from around the inside of this cavernous opening.
I take the ones on the right, you take the ones on the left.
Got it.
And at that, we begin our combat.
Roll initiative.
Roll initiative.
That's a 5 plus 2, 7.
All right.
So about not keeping up.
14.
My character's going last, I think.
Oh, you said how much?
14.
I have a Mountain Dew and a water I'm drinking. We had Wendy's, and I only get spicy food from there, but I also dip it in my Frosty. And Mountain Dew doesn't go well with milk, so I drink water to cool off the heat, and then after the water, I drink Mountain Dew to help. So that's my way I eat Wendy's.
Okay. And now, at this point in time, we begin with the Jakulis. Well, we actually don't, as we actually begin with Mr. Green. Now, if you guys are divvying it up in such a fashion, let me get them all written down. There are 9 of these little fuckers.
But before we start actually charging, I want to say one more thing to my compatriots. Care to make a wager?
What is it?
Whoever kills the most gets the other one to buy them food at the next tavern. Food and drink.
Alright.
And with that, Mr. Green, it is your turn.
Alrighty. So
There is about 5 of them on the side you've been assigned.
I'm going to
I'm a human fighter.
use my short sword.
All right, 1 or 2.
I can use both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Why not?
Alrighty. And I assume you just target a Jakuli. Keep in mind your features allow you, I believe, a couple of attacks. So if you want to read through those just really quickly. And I would take this time for you to read through yours as well real quick.
Ooh, twin strike.
You turn on the lamp by you, by the way, Jacob.
This is 2 attacks per turn.
Keep in mind, you both have a bonus action every turn. Only one, which for you would mean you can make an offhanded attack if you're using swords instead of a bow.
I can
Does
do
anyone actually use Electrum?
Electrum? No, typically not. It's supposed to be more of an ancient coin. Something that's worth about the same as platinum.
It's just under gold piece on the sheet, though.
Yeah.
I can use twin strike.
Alright, so you make 2 attacks?
Yeah.
Alright.
But it says to second attack against an adjacent enemy.
Okay, so you're going to make an attack plus an offhand?
Yeah.
Okay, so roll those first.
What do I roll for this? Sorry,
That's going to be your to hit with your short sword. So
D6.
that's going to be plus 9.
And I have to roll a D6, right?
D20, because you're rolling to hit.
Oh, done.
Roll 2 of these.
I'll just roll 2.
Okay.
I'll just roll twice. 2.
Plus 9?
Yeah.
Okay, an 11 on the first, and on your offhand?
17 total. No, not total.
17 plus 9. 26?
Yeah.
Alright. So, your first strike against it misses. And then, your second offhanded strike, this one that doesn't have a bonus to your, with your strength and stuff, that one does make contact. Roll me damage. It'll tell you the die to use and what to add to it.
I'm still at full HP?
Yep, both of you are because you got healed.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shoot. 6 total.
6 total?
I rolled a 1.
And now you can make your twin strike attack against the other enemy.
So I have to, I gotta roll the 20 again.
Mm-hmm.
So how many times can I use action surge?
A 1.
You got a 1?
Yeah.
Alrighty. We're going to hold on to that.
Oh, God.
It should say how many times you can action surge.
It says...
Actually, wait, my bad. It's a 7.
Oh, once per day.
Oh,
It's
is it 7?
7, yeah.
A 7 plus what? 9?
Yeah.
Alright, so that's a 15.
Yeah.
That does hit instead. So, roll damage.
Alright, thank goodness.
I
And
I
this
mean-
one you do gain your damage bonus too.
I mean, whoever wrote the 1 in 7 in the numerical system for America was kind of, like, sleeping on the job. Like, what should we make a 1? Make it a line with another line on the top. What should we make a 7? Make it a line, but this time the line on top is different.
Yeah, and on this die, it's weird.
So, what did you get?
The American
11.
numerical
11
system.
total?
Yeah, I got a 6.
Not
Brought
bad.
to you by Geico.
Max damage.
Max damage. Alright, and
When
now,
your car gets hit by max damage, Geico will be there.
Villas,
Okay, it's my
you're
turn.
up. Oh wait, do you have an extra attack?
It says I get 2 attacks per turn.
Then you can make one more attack.
Alright, I'll hit.
Which one are you hitting? The first one or the adjacent?
Which one did I hit? The adjacent?
Both of them. You hit both of them.
Oh, okay. I'll just.
You did more damage on the right side.
I'll do the right side then.
All right, the adjacent Jakuli, which is like a snake.
I got a crit.
Nice, nice. Do the damage.
Mm, 9.
Alrighty. And that one has bit the bullet as you hack and slash it to death. This snake is in pieces.
Hell
That's
yeah.
one down.
Villis, you're up.
Oh, by the way,
Yeah.
and on record, I'm not saying Rayla did anything wrong. I don't know if she did or didn't, but I just want to clarify that she did make these character sheets. So if anyone listening thinks that there's something wrong with what we're doing on these character sheets, please direct all complaints to Rayla, as this is her channel. Anyways, it says I have 3 actions per turn.
Yep, that is correct.
I'm
But
guessing.
you are a fighter.
I'm guessing only once because it can only do action surge once.
You get 3 actions per turn and an action surge once.
I don't think that's how that works.
It's a fighter thing.
I'll believe you. Remember, if she's wrong, please feel free to let her know. It's fine. These aren't our characters, anyways.
Correct.
These are the heroes that we're playing as for now.
Just for this one fight.
Yeah. And they're definitely not dying, is what I believe.
I would certainly hope so.
Okay. So, what do I see around me again?
There are 9 Jakuli, 8 now in total. One of them on Mr. Green's side is injured. There is approximately 4 on your side.
And he already got one?
He already got one, so there's now 4 on both sides.
Oh. I need to
Okay,
get
how
caught up.
do?
Alright. I'm gonna go ham and cheese. So, with my great bow, not my great bow, sorry, my great sword, when my brain went dead. I'm gonna take my great sword, and I'm gonna go, good luck catching up with this, and I'm gonna go and swing at the first one.
Alright. First swing. Swing, bada, bada, bada,
Nat
bada. Nat 20! Alright.
You saw it.
Deal the damage.
So that's 2d6 plus 5.
And you get to re-roll any 1s.
Oh.
Or 2s.
That's 5. That's 6.
Nice.
So that's 11
Plus-
plus 5, so 16. And does that get doubled then?
Yeah.
So, do I kill it?
So you eviscerate that bitch. You take it, and as it pretty much is this beautiful swing of momentum as it's jumping towards you, mouth agape, and you just slice it in half. You don't even lunge forward that much. You just let it do all the work for you as it slices itself.
Can I deliver a cool one-liner as I do?
You may.
Sorry, but you're not the one getting a free meal today.
And we move on to your next 2 attacks.
Yeah.
As one of these snakes is already dead.
I'm gonna swing at the next one closest to me.
Alright.
That's a 14. Is that plus 9 to hit?
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that hits.
It does, actually. Surprisingly, it does.
2d6 plus 5. 4. 3, 7. Plus 5 is 12.
12 damage. Alright. And you get 1 more attack. Unless you want to
Did
action
that not
surge.
kill it?
It did not. It is very hurt, though.
Alright. I'm gonna... Only some groundwork here. I'm gonna take my sword and dig it into the next guy.
Alright, do it.
That's 16, so I'm guessing that hits.
That'll be
2d6.
25, so yeah.
That's a 3. 6, so 9. Plus 5 for 14 damage.
Not bad, not bad. Both of them are incredibly hurt.
And I'm gonna action surge.
Alright.
Um,
This is a once per day thing, correct?
yeah.
Okay.
And does that just give me 1 extra action?
Yes.
Okay. I haven't played a 5e fighter yet. So I'm gonna hit the last one that's not killed near me. Okay, well, that's 4 plus 9 for 13 total.
13 total. Let me look. That is a swing and a miss.
Damn. Alright. I
But
guess...
I believe when you action surge, your ally gets something. What is that?
Oh. Can make a reaction attack when you use action surge.
Would you like to make a reaction attack?
Sure.
Alright, do it.
Do I have to just do damage, or do I have to roll the hit?
I believe it's a roll to hit. I believe you're reacting to this miss. So if you want, you can really quickly draw your bow and take a pot shot at this thing he missed.
Oh, okay. I can do that.
Sheesh. You can re-roll that because I just saw it knock into 18 different dice.
13
Plus?
plus 11, right?
Yeah, that's a 24. I think that hits. Deal your damage.
D8. It's been a while. It's this triangle.
Does it have an 8 on it? Does it look like a plume bob?
I think that's a D4.
Yeah, no. It's not it.
Jacob, how dare you
Oh,
pick
this
a
one.
D4?
I was close.
Can't believe you picked a D4, man.
I haven't played D&D in months, okay?
Yeah, we haven't been able to find time. you're good.
7.
Damage?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Left or right? Which one are you killing? Or rather, which one were you attacking? Of the weakened ones, left or right?
No, I was attacking the last unweakened one.
The last unweakened one. Alright, so that is the left. And you see, just as you miss, an arrow pew, right into it before it can snap at your arm. And now...
don't scratch up the curtains.
Huh?
I'm asking my cat not to scratch the curtains.
Ah, I see. And now, it's time for the Jakuli to make their strikes. There are now only 2 Jakuli on your side.
Oh, did I kill it?
You did kill it, yes.
Wait, how?
With the reaction attack.
7 damage?
It only had 2 left.
But no, I was attacking the undamaged one.
Oh, an undamaged one.
Yeah.
I thought you said the nearest one that was damaged.
No.
No. Okay. Let me scribble that.
I mean, we
back.
can listen back to the recording. I don't think I did.
That's fine. We'll mulligan it. It's a 7, right?
Mm-hmm.
7 damage?
Yeah.
Okay, so in that case, there is still 3 on your side, all of them weakened, and there are 4 on your side, 1 of them weakened. Sorry about that. So they make their strikes. Let me see what they do. Plus 4s on each of them. Hit 9. Okay. Let me roll a couple of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. With how much to hit? Plus 4 each. So I'll just remember that. Alright. So the first ones we're going to go with are for you, Mr. Green.
Okay.
19.
Yeah.
Alright. I lost them. Just going to re-roll. Not going to take that one. Not going to take that one. Okay. So basically a 19 on that one. I shouldn't be going in order. What am I doing? I'm just going to make them separately. So the first one was a 19. So that one hits. Next one. It's a 7 total.
Damage?
Yeah, no. I haven't done damage yet. I'm just doing which
okay.
ones hit you first.
No.
Okay. And then next one, a 13 total.
Nope.
And last one, dirty 20.
I would imagine that would hit, yes.
And yours,
Oh, fun.
17 total,
That hits.
22 total,
That hits.
and 21 total.
That dice is weighted and that hits.
I mean, considering it's not. But now for the damage section, their attack has 2d6 plus 2. Alright, so for these ones that are hitting, 9 damage, Mr. Green. And then another 5 damage. So those 2 bite right at your arm. So those 2 damages, 5 and 9, I believe.
Oh.
So add those up to 14. That's 14 total damage you just took. And the other 2 launch right past you as you bob and weave out their way. Kind of like Neo from The Matrix. And with that, we look over to the other side. as
got
3
friends
Jakuli
on the
strike at
edge.
once. And since they all from different angles, it's difficult to get a read on them, and they do all connect. 9 damage, 7 damage, and 11 damage. So that's 27 total.
Okay, I can deal with that.
I know you can.
Yeah, you built the character. Jesus, how much lead do you have on this eraser?
Who knows? And now we go back to Mr. Green. Your turn up.
Heck you. Okay, so I'm going to
Ever
use
clean your erasers?
my short sword.
Alright. Short swords again.
Mm-hmm.
Which one are you hitting? The weakened one or one of the other 3?
How much damage did you say?
The weakened one.
27, I believe.
Actually, no, the one of the unweakened ones.
One of the unweakened.
Yeah.
Are you taking your bonus action to do a second attack?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ah, well, that left a pencil mark from the eraser.
13.
That's what happens when you don't clean your eraser.
Actually, no. I think 14. Yeah.
Say again, sorry.
I think 13.
13?
Yeah. 13.
Alright. And then bonus action.
Have to roll again.
Because this is another hit. This one does
11.
not get your, you hit 11 total?
Oh, it doesn't get my.
No, it does to hit, but not damage.
Oh, okay.
How much to hit
11.
total? That one does miss. And now I believe you have another attack or another action.
I think so.
Alright. And do you have an ability that does AoE?
Sweeping bow. Says make an attack versus all adjacent creatures.
You want to do that?
Sure.
Okay. So
What
you
is
take
that?
out your bow, and you take a pot shot at every single one of these enemies.
Let me roll my damage.
At least all the ones adjacent to you, which is 4 of them, because they all came pretty close. All you do is essentially take one step back, and you're such an experienced archer at this point.
6.
Total?
Yeah.
Don't you have like a +7? Or a +11 to hit?
Yeah, I was rolling damage. Because you said I. Wait.
No,
I'm so confused.
You're taking a shot at all of them.
Oh.
So this is a roll to attack.
20.
20 total?
Yeah, crit.
Oh.
I got a crit.
Oh, a crit! Ooh! Yes, and I'm probably going to do this wrong, but I am going to be letting you take that one as an attack against all of them. That one roll. So, that's a crit versus all of them.
So now, does damage double?
Damage doubles. So...
I feel like God's fucking with my bet right now.
Alright, let's see here.
So what is it for your bow? What kind of dice is it?
D8.
A D8?
I got it right.
Okay.
Okay. 7.
Total?
Yeah, but not doubled, so 14.
Why did you whisper 7?
What'd you roll?
2.
Okay.
It's 2 plus 5.
Alright. So a 7. And...
But 14, though. Because I doubled it.
Alright. That's going to be on one of them. So I'm going to take
Okay.
the first one off. Yeah, I am going to have you roll separate damage for all of them.
Oh, okay.
Gotta be buying me a
11.
free meal.
11 total?
Yeah.
After the double?
No.
So
22.
22 total. That one's down. 2 more.
6, so 12.
12 total? Okay. That one does not die, but it's wounded gravely.
12.
12 total?
Yeah.
And that
no,
one?
No. Because I didn't double it.
24.
Yeah.
That one does die. So now there's only one Jakuli on your side of the field.
Sorry, the doubling confused me for some reason.
It's okay. You're up.
I kept forgetting.
As he watches this sort of volley of arrows flies forth against on Green's side.
Lucky shot. I'm gonna try and kill the 3 around me.
All right.
With my 3 actions. So I'm gonna attack the first one. That's a 5 plus 9.
14.
Yeah.
That does hit.
Oh, okay. Should I just roll the attack rolls first?
Sure.
15, that'll hit.
Yep.
5 plus 9, that'll hit.
Yeah. All right. Deal your damages.
So that's 2d6 plus 5 each time. So 4, 5, so 9 to 14.
14 against which one? In the order of weakest
Left.
to strongest.
Middle.
Middle. All right. That one's dead.
All right.
Weakest or strongest?
6.
Wait.
Oh,
Oh, that was a 6. Okay, keep going. You're good. I just want to make sure you're re-rolling 1s and 2s.
right, 3.
So that's a 9 plus.
5 for 14 again.
All right. Weakest or strongest?
Weakest.
That one's dead.
6. 2. Ah, damn.
Do you get to re-roll 2s?
I do?
Yep. Because you're using a great sword, you get to re-roll 1 and 2s.
Is that how it works?
Mm-hmm.
4.
So 4 and a 4.
15. No, it was a 6 and a 4.
6 and a 4. Okay, 15. That one does kill. And Villas, you clear your side of the field first. Congrats. And now, to the final Jakuli, who is incredibly injured. It does make one final desperate attack. Mr. Green? Nat 20.
I'll be fine.
That is 14 damage.
I'll be fine.
And it is now your turn. As you throw it off of you,
Okay.
what shall you do?
I'm gonna take out my short sword and slice at it.
Do it.
Let's see if I can hit it. Yeah.
What you get?
A 1.
All right.
Now I actually got a 1 this time.
So as you go to slice at it, this pain kind of surges through your arm as you drop your weapon. But you still have a bonus action and another attack.
I mean, you don't gotta keep fucking one back here. You can just say this turn it's over. Just saying. 2 more ones. 2 more ones. 2 more ones.
I want to try and slash at it again.
All right. Bonus action or a secondary attack?
I don't know, bonus action, I guess. I don't know.
All right.
Or I guess this, I don't know.
Because this is your. Yeah, we'll tell it as your offhand. So, what'd you get? To hit.
Oh, wait. It's 9, so. I got. I can't math right now.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 6.
Plus 5?
9.
Plus 9. A 5 plus a 9, you said?
Yeah.
14, that hits.
Okay.
Roll damage, no
Awesome.
multiplier. This is just a straight die roll.
Okay. So no adding?
Correct. Because this is your offhand attack.
Oh, okay. 6.
6 total?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and that does finish it off.
We cut over to the bar, and we're just sitting.
Not yet.
I know.
You still have a job
I
to
know.
do.
I was gonna make a joke, but whatever.
And so now, at this, with the Jakuli defeated, the Hydra appears again, rearing its ugly heads. And it is pissed.
Can I just make a scene suggestion?
Sure.
Okay, so before the Hydra appears, I think I just walk over, like, that was a lucky shot, and you damn well know it. And I can think the Hydra appears. I just look at you and I go, that one's worth double points.
Okay. I don't know how to roleplay this character.
That's completely fine.
I mean, it's not our characters. I'm just going with much as a manly fighter as I can. Folk hero. Most original human fighter. Folk
To be
hero.
fair, Mr. Green is also a folk hero.
Human fighter, folk hero?
I didn't say human fighter folk hero. It's just both of you are folk heroes. So,
I mean,
anyways,
yeah, okay.
so I'm going to be not rerolling everyone's initiative, but just for the Hydra.
Can I please reroll my initiative?
13. Which means it'll be going
Right now, right?
right now, yes. As this is its turn in combat. So let's bop over to the little stats of this guy. Don't worry, I'm sure it's nothing you guys can't handle as 2 level 12 adventurers. You know, it's not like you're weakened or anything.
What challenge rating is the Hydra?
I mean, challenge rating is so... It's so inaccurate.
You
It's
planned
kind
for
of
these characters to
opinionated.
die, didn't you?
It's kind of opinionated.
You
which...
planned for these characters to die, didn't you?
You have it weakened. It's at basically half health.
She planned for this character to die, V.
And
V
so
for
now
Virgil, our friend, by the way, who's watching these.
we look at the attacks. Because it has 3 heads, it is able to make 3 bite attacks. Which is exactly what it's about to do.
You said bite?
Bite.
Okay.
It's going to bite at you all.
Yeah, taste tastier!
You what? Did you say the elf tastes better?
Yeah.
Oh my god. You are horrible.
Not my character.
Not your character. So a +8 and a +5. I need to remember this. Alright. It makes 2 attacks against you, 1 attack against you.
Told you the elf tasted better!
A 13 and a 27.
Damn, those definitely hit.
14.
Nope.
And then it's dealing d10s of damage, 15 damage, and 8 damage to you, Mr. Green.
How you looking, Mr. Green?
So that's a total of 23 damage.
Rayla, I want to be... before I do what I'm about to do, can I ask, did you plan for these characters to die in this fight?
It's a challenge it's a challenge rating of 8.
Oh. The way you were talking made me think.
And that is why I
Wait, how
love
much
fucking
damage?
with you. 23.
Because I think I'm about to eviscerate this thing.
Well, you don't know how much health it has left.
You said half its health.
Approximately. Maybe a little less.
Is it my turn?
It is.
Bonus action, second wind, 1d10 plus my level, and he gets some health back too.
Alright, both of you are healing. How much?
So first, he's healing 12.
So you heal... Well, you said a d10 plus your level or just
For
your
me.
level?
But
Okay.
the rally cry ability here means up to 3 allies within 60 feet heal my level and HP when I use it.
For the record, it's not actually called Rally Cry. I didn't remember what it was called, so I just wrote Rally Cry.
Okay. Well, either way, so I think the scene is like, after like dodging out of the way of the head coming at me, I look up and I go, "Hurrah!" with my great sword, and I'm gonna heal a little bit, and I'm gonna heal. Oh, that's a 2. That's
14 damage?
14.
You heal, and you heal 12 health.
Okay.
Out of curiosity, what are you at?
I think 67.
I'm at 99,
67 and 99.
and I'm gonna. That's a bonus action. I'm gonna
But
charge.
I gotta add the thing back. So.
Magnus rushes in. Anyways, I'm gonna charge forward, and I'm gonna use all 3 of my actions to hit this thing as hard as I
So
can.
now I'll be at 79.
Just
79.
slashing it away with my great sword.
You slash straight at it.
3 times with my great sword.
Do it.
So first time, that's a 2 plus 9, 11.
No. Swing and a miss.
So great weapons master here says I can reroll 1s and 2s.
On damage dice.
1s and 2s though.
On damage dice.
Yeah, but that was a 2.
On a attack roll.
Okay, but this was really cool until I missed.
Do the next 2.
13 plus 9, 22.
Barely.
14, I'm assuming that will also hit.
No, 14 misses.
14 plus 9.
Oh, 14 plus 9. Yes, that hits. Yes. 2 hits. What? Are you good?
No.
Why?
You just said.
Are you
said,
good?
Jacob, still in pain after your hernia surgery? You may be entitled to compensation.
Hey, Jacob, quick
What
reminder.
hernia surgery?
Quick reminder, Jacob, this is going on YouTube.
I don't care.
This
Mike-
just in, Jacob's hernia surgery on YouTube. You can find it here.
I hate scam tags.
So 46 plus 10 is what the damage total is going to be then.
Yes. 46 plus 10.
3.
And reroll any 1s or 2s. Like that.
So I reroll this one?
Yep.
Alright, so 8, 14, 20, plus 10, 30.
30 damage. And, fun fact, every time you deal 25 damage to the Hydra in one turn, it loses a head.
So I think I just, like, eviscerate the head that came at me.
Yep, you slice right at it, and you decapitate this bitch. It is now down to 2 heads. And low on HP. Let me read one little thing. Here we go.
Hey, really, you forgot to hit start recording.
Huh?
You forgot to hit start recording.
Did I?
No, I'm just fucking with you.
Why?
Because that would be funny. I thought your reaction would be better than just, why? I think.
Anyways.
So. This just in. Thomas thinking he's a lot funnier than he is and forgetting that he doesn't want his full name on the internet. Anyways.
Thomas Gus.
Thomas Gillis.
Thomas Gillis.
Thomas Guerin.
Thomas Gilgamesh.
Gilgamesh.
So.
Watch that be the real one, though.
So, Mr. Green, you're up.
Heck yeah. So I'm gonna use my longbow.
Longbow.
Yeah.
It has 2 heads and it is angry and in a lot of pain.
I can wait. So how does the heads work?
How do the heads work?
Are they their own thing?
Kind of. They're all attached to one body, but they do have their own brains.
Would sweeping bow count?
No.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Because it's still just targeting the Hydra in general. It's the heads aren't their individual targets.
Yeah, look at this. This is nice hair.
So do I still get my bonus actions then?
Yes, you do still get bonus actions.
Okay, that's fine. I'm still going to use my longbow.
Okay.
Really? Do you know where my phone would? I want to take a photo of that.
Plus 5. 19.
To hit?
Yeah.
All
Wait,
right.
no. Sorry. I forgot. I had to use the attack bonus. So actually that would be 25.
That does hit.
So D8. Sorry, I'm like a noob.
You're good. You're good.
Okay.
Hey, I'm over here
So-
building dice towers like it's our first day of D&D again.
10.
10 total damage?
Yep.
All right. And then you have another attack.
Alright, I'm going to do the same thing.
All right. You take another pot shot at this bitch.
I forgot to call my brother back. He texted me when I was in the movies.
18. I don't think so.
18 to hit?
Yeah.
Total?
Yeah.
That does hit?
Oh, it does.
It does.
Oh. I thought it would be a little bit higher. 11.
Total?
Yeah.
Damage?
Yeah.
So that would be from, that's 10, 21, not quite 25. All right. Now, the Hydra's turn.
Why not quite 25? Is that all of the HP it's got left?
No. 25 is when it loses another head.
Oh, forgot.
But I got,
21.
yeah.
And with its 2 remaining heads, it takes a swipe at both of you. An 8 and a 5, just gotta remember that. 23 against Villis. And a 23 against Mr. Green.
Well,
Do those hit?
That hits.
What? 23? Get out of here. It does.
12 damage to you. And 13 damage to Mr. Green.
Okay, I'm just scratching this out. I hope that's okay.
That's
because
perfectly
I can't
fine.
erase it. 12 damage, you said?
No.
66. Me was 13.
You were 13. Yeah, you were 12.
Okay. So, down to 87.
66.
And at the end of its turn, for each head that it's lost on the last turn, it regains 2.
Oh, shoot.
Because no fire damage or acid damage was used, and it regains 10 HP that way.
It was almost like we don't have that kind of damage on these character sheets you gave us, Rayla.
Anymore.
Fine.
Mm-hmm. Just so the audience knows, after saying that, Rayla gave me a shit-eating grin while she picked up and unscrewed her bottle of Mountain Dew and only broke eye contact to sip the Mountain Dew. The things she does like this infuriates me.
So, And now, move on to Villas. It now has 4 heads.
It almost sounds like you're saying Phyllis. My dice tower fell.
Rest in peace.
For the record, I just like it when things are stacked in a straight line. When dice are all together, it makes me think,
What are you doing?
oh, contemplating my existence and the existence of dice.
What is Villas doing?
Taking another 3 actions, which I swear that cannot be a real thing, to attack and attack and attack.
Uh-huh. Do it.
Alright, first attack. That's a 16 plus 9. It's a 25. Does that hit?
It does.
How about a 16 plus 9?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to reroll that one? Because I kind of did
It's
one.
fine.
Okay, that's a 14 plus 9.
That all hits.
And
That's 2d6 plus 15 each. So that's 6d6 plus 15.
Okay. That's a 1.
You get to reroll.
Okay. 3, 6, 11,
17.
17, 23.
24. Reroll that.
No, because 17 plus 6 is 23.
Oh, my bad.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'll take the extra. I rolled a 1.
Yeah, reroll.
No, but don't I have to keep the result?
Maybe not.
Do you want me to just reroll it?
Yeah, just reroll it for now.
Alright.
I'll look into it later.
Alright, so 29 plus 15.
That's 44.
Yeah.
All right. And you absolutely launch at this thing with attacks. You just basically flurry of blows this bitch. You charge at it with your great sword, and jumping up into the air, not only do you take off one of its heads, in the motion of one swing, you also slice down deep into its, like, straight into its chest cavity with your sword, just through the back. And it, with one final cry, collapses to the ground.
All right, so I'm standing in covered in.
And that's the end of combat.
Wait. I'm standing, sword buried into it, like covered in his blood. I dig out my sword, hoist it on my shoulders, and I say, "Who's hungry?" Can we cut to the bar?
And what we do cut to is you see this sort of glow. As an audience, we see this glow sort of that we didn't notice before, but now notice leave Villas and Mr. Green's eyes as they kind of hold their heads for a second, a little confused, but seeming a little better almost. And they, as they look at each other, Mr. Green goes, "Well, that went well." And Villas responds with, "Ugh, I don't want that thing in my head ever again." And that, as they walk out, Villas shaking his sword, we fade to black,
Were we the light?
and we regain our view back at Hub City.
How are we the light?
You'll see later on kind of what happened
I
there.
don't trust you. But anyway, it's time to get back to the character I actually like playing.
And I will take these sheets back.
In a character I decently know how to roleplay.
So, where do we open?
We start our open back in Hub City. At this point in time, you both have finished all your preparations, and to your almost dismay, and quite a bit of confusion at that, you have not yet heard since for that day anything from that mysterious voice in your head. Nothing has provoked it to speak once more.
I kind of moaned to myself, "Oh, not hearing voices is normally a good sign. For me, not so much."
And looking at you, you've already spoken with your parents, and they didn't take it well at first, admittedly, but they came around, and they understand that this is something that you gotta do. Not necessarily just for the world, but for yourself as well.
At this point, I think we should probably describe our characters.
I would say so.
I'll let you go first. I need to think some things.
And Lavinia being the team captain, I would say it was much appropriate to, as we see Lavinia leaving her front door, bag packed, and weapons agate, and armor donned at this point in time, describe to us Lavinia Pardoni.
So, like, how do you want me to describe?
Physical.
Physical?
Yeah.
Okay, so... she's pretty short.
Mm-hmm. About how tall would you say? If you had to put a number to
probably
it.
like 5'2".
5'2"? Okay.
I'd say.
Relatively short, yeah.
Pretty lanky.
And that's, by the way, super unusual for a half-elf to be short. So, but continue. So lanky.
And, she has long brown hair.
Mm-hmm. And I believe she was about 18?
Yeah, no, she is.
She is 18. Long brown hair, short, 18, and donned full fucking armor. With a couple of weapons, I think, as well.
Yeah, I think she would have some basic stuff.
I believe you should have it in your sheet there. And then we'll see a little bit more on personality, I'm sure, while we play. Do you want to give us a brief little couple of verbs or adjectives to describe Lavinia while you look at your weapons?
Can't really think of any.
No verbs or anything?
No. Let me get my equipment. I'm trying to figure out where to find it.
Should be under...
Oh, just a short sword.
Just a short sword.
Am I wearing any armor?
That's weird.
You should have leather, I believe.
Yeah.
And you've donned that as well.
Alright. Let me know when I can describe mine.
You may, as you wave goodbye to the innkeeper, and as you now shut a door as well.
Alright. And then I'm assuming the camera pans over to my face, and what you see is a rather starry-eyed individual, who somehow both seems excited and completely freaking terrified of everything that's happening right now. As their physical appearance is someone wearing leather armor with a kind of like robe, or like kind of like a blanket thing drenched over them.
A cloak.
Kind of, yeah. Just like short one though, enough for the torso, but not like long. They're kind of going back and forth on this a little bit, but I think they have blonde hair. Very light blonde hair. Up in a high ponytail kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, kind of like this. I know the audience can't see. Sorry for the visual learners, but just imagine a ponytail that starts from like
The base of your skull?
if you took your eyes and went straight through it, like with laser eyes, where that area would be.
Okay.
Hope that helps, Superman. Anyways, but yeah. So
And about how tall?
a regular size for someone in their early 20s.
So somewhere around 5'8" or 5'10"?
Yeah, I'd say somewhere around there. And as they kind of like, I'm thinking like they're actually retying their hair into a ponytail now as they're going out the door. And as they do, you see dangling from their wrist, you see on their right wrist a bracelet, and dangling from it is a small crystal ball. And I still have to figure out what instrument.
That's okay. We'll say the instrument's put away for right now.
Yeah, I got instrument put away in my instrument case for my instrument awesomeness.
Yeah!
I play an instrument, by the way.
You'd never know that she was a bard.
Blue eyes. Yeah. What weapons do I have, actually?
While you're looking at that, would you like to describe for the class your class and subclass?
Oh, Lavinia is a fighter, and she's a rune knight,
Mm-hmm. I believe that is the technical term.
and she knows the cloud and fire runes.
And it was mentioned before that she'd learned this from her kind of honorary uncle, an elf that used to be a hero a few centuries ago. Is currently just seemingly a regular adventurer nowadays. Been gone for about a year. No one's heard from him yet. And that uncle, Rowan, was able to teach rune magic to Lavinia. Your weapons?
Yeah, I got a long sword on my side, and you can see kind of I'd say on my leather leg armor I got a rather old knife here, but it does not look functional at all. It looks more ornamental.
Okay.
And very old from the looks of it. And I'll get into that later. And so yeah, I think I have rather nice leather armor. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
If you're gonna be thrown in a few prisons, you gotta have something nice to wear.
And so you both know where you have to meet up, and surprisingly to you both, you're going to meet up at the same time at Mr. Templar's shop of oddities.
Okay.
And so as you meet up, you do see each other walking up to the door at the same time.
Hey, Astra.
Hi. Yeah, me. And you, friend. Friend? No, maybe not yet. Maybe. Oh god. I know you from the library. I'm kind of looking.
It's worth noting, Astra is human and
yeah.
Lavinia is the half-elf.
Yeah.
Continue.
I am in fact. I was bitching about the human fighter. I'm a human bard.
Anyways,
kind of like realizing I just came from the library. Kind of looking at your chest a lot, like name tag.
The name's Lavinia.
I do that. I knew that. I did. Lavinia, how's it going?
It's going?
I'm sorry. We just met yesterday. I'm not good with names.
well,
I'm not good at remembering
days ago,
things.
but
A couple days ago, yeah. Thank you, God.
you're welcome.
But anyways, you remember I'm not good at remembering things, right? Unless you're not good at remembering things either, I'd understand it. Sorry, spinning my wheels again. Anyways, what are we doing?
We're going in here.
I can do that.
And so you do. You, Lavinia leading, opens the door to the shop, and inside you both see the grouchy little halfling that Astra met before. Still reading a book, this time a different cover, in the
Hi
corner
again.
on a stool. He says, not even bothering to look up.
Sorry.
And you see from over at the counter, Mr. Templar, looking a little bit more dressy than last time.
Hi again.
Hello. It's
Hi.
good to see you both.
You too.
Really?
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I would see you guys again. Specifically you, I suppose. Miss Astra, was it?
Why? Is the mayor actually going to throw me in prison? Is he actually mad about the whole reading the mind thing?
No. Also, I wouldn't have blamed him if he was, but no, he did stop by the
Visible
other day.
panic.
He did stop by the other day. He explained a little bit of what was going on with the situation. It seems there might have been a little bit of what's it called?
Misunderstanding?
No, less communication than maybe was required for something of this caliber. So I suppose it's...
I took notes. And I reached into my bag and was like, aha! Got it! Sort of power, clarence, they, multiple, Destiny's kind of bullshit. Don't know why I wrote that down. Is there anything specific you want to know about a few days ago?
It's alright. I was actually going to go over it all myself in kind of one string, so to speak. I suppose if you were to speak of this in the terms of an adventure, I would be giving you the quest, officially. And he kind of does a little bit of a bow and chuckles to himself about it.
Can we please call this an expedition? It makes it less scary to me.
Sure, an expedition. This expedition, in this case, is to find the 4 swords of power: Clarent, Excalibur, Durendal, and Joyeuse. Specifically to find them and retrieve them before the villainous Cole, I believe the name was. The white-cloaked figure that has been in town a couple of times. Supposedly the same one that completely annihilated Baldur's Beach.
Out of character. Why Cole, Rayla?
Just is what came to mind. I don't know.
I just don't get it.
It's just the first name I thought of.
Why is that the first name you thought of?
Oh no, because it was.
One of my coworkers is actually named Cole, and he's a really cool guy.
Nice, nice.
Hey Cole, if you're listening to this, I promise we didn't name the big bad guy after you.
No, if anything, it would have been a thought on Cole McGrath. But, anyways.
We've all played Infamous.
Yeah. Everyone, obviously. In the entire world. Every single person has played Infamous at least once.
And if you haven't, what the fuck you doing?
Actually, more accurately, if you haven't, how do you even have internet to be here right now?
You know what? I'm just gonna go.
Bye, Felicia. No, but
Have you not played it?
No.
We got off track, didn't we?
I watched Rayla play.
But we will
Good enough.
continue. So, Mr. Templar continues and says, well, now we've already discussed a little bit of the location of 3 of these swords. We know Clarent is somewhere here in Hub City, although the whereabouts of it are less than easy to access. Excalibur, I have an idea as to where it could be, and Joyeuse, it seems our best clue is somewhere in the Kyrenian mountain range, but it's a lot of ground to cover, admittedly. So, we have 3 options out of the 4 swords to try and search for it right away. But before we do that...
wait, Rayla, I have the audience on the line. Mind if I patch them through real quick?
Sure.
Wow, Excalibur, such an original name there, GM!
Wow, it's almost as if this pairing of 4 sword names is a special reason for something.
Wow, suck it, Rayla!
If anyone's curious, the names of these 4 swords, and their elements for that matter, for the most part, come from a book series I read a long time ago, the Nicholas Flamel series. Good series, check it out.
Plagiarism!
Not plagiarism, because these are real mythological swords! Anyways, so, moving on, Mr. Templar continues once more. Now, I have a couple of things that might help you out. I don't have much in the way of money for a expedition. My bad. But I suppose if I allow you access to a few of these items to help you along your journey, well, I'll say they are definitely worth their weight in gold. And he kind of rummages through a few things behind his counter, seemingly in a chest that you don't see, and pulls out a couple of things. What are you doing?
Raising my hand, teacher.
Nobody can see that.
Okay. I'm raising my hand!
Okay, what?
If I hold a shield in both hands,
Okay.
do I get +4 to my armor class?
No.
Why not?
I don't think you can do that. I don't think you can dual wield shields.
Are you saying that I cannot physically hold more than one shield?
I-
Are the gods going to smite me if I do?
I hope they will. Look it up if you want. Look it up to see if you can get more armor class from dual wielding shields. And
That's Rail's way of shutting me up for a while.
and John Templar comes forward with 3 items actually, and he hands them to you, Lavinia. The first one is a small purple cube. To us, it would look very similar to a Rubik's Cube, except all purple and slightly glowing, almost as if it's a bunch of glow sticks, but in a cube. Think of the Tesseract from the Marvel Universe,
Oh, okay.
but purple. And then the second one is a small medallion, and as you hold it, you can definitely feel just a small trace of something magical, but you're not sure what. And Mr. Templar keeps the other one, putting it in his pocket.
In character, my character is reading books. Because I'm reading Reddit right now.
Okay. And as Astra pulls out, assumably, a notebook, reading through some of the old family tales, seeing if anything could be relevant before
No, I'm
leaving.
reading through my notes that I made yesterday. I
Oh, the
forgot
notes.
most of them.
Gotcha. Mr. Templar explains to you what those 2 items do and what they are.
They know what to ask.
He says, that cube in your hand, that should be important. It's something that I've concocted for this specific moment, although I didn't think I'd actually be able to do it, but I did. That small little cube, think of it as an emergency button. If you end up, or your uncle, I believe we mentioned, whoever goes to fight this guardian, or all four of them for that matter, if it seems like you're in dire straits, don't feel afraid to use the power of that cube to defeat the guardian outright. It's sort of like a free win, so to speak. I can't promise that it'll work more than once, but it should definitely help if it seems like the fight is becoming unmanageable, so to speak.
Okay.
And the medallion that you hold there, that is even more expensive than the previous item, and that's alone. With the pair, he says, pulling out the other one, it's worth so much more. See, these medallions are something I would consider travel medallions, so to speak. Place one down on the ground, and it'll create a small magical doorway, a portal. And that portal connects directly to this one, and vice versa. Which means, at any given point, if you need to come back here to Hub
Weren't those
City...
in the Hawk campaign?
Something similar, yes. A little bit different, though.
There were stones and the...
They were stones.
Also...
They were also instant teleports, not portals.
Shout out to Scarlet Stripes on Reddit. The rules specifically say you can benefit from only one shield at a time. PHB on page 144. But however, they go on to say that as the DM, you can overrule this. They recommend that you don't, though, as someone who has no weapons and only 2 shields, so doesn't take much damage but can't deal any, is gonna just slow down combat. Which is fair, but my coward... Well,
my coward!
Yeah, I was gonna say, but my character, but I don't think I'm wrong. My character is a little cowardly at times and doesn't want to get hurt, so I think she doesn't care and she might just buy 2 shields.
Whatever you want to do.
Mr. Templar, do you have 2 shields I can have?
Do you say this?
Yes.
Cutting Mr. Templar off from his explanation of the medallions, in pretty much the middle of a sentence, he kind of stops a little startled and looks to you and goes, oh, no, I don't actually have any weapons or anything here. Although these swords, if I would have been able to get my hands on them, so to speak, would have made a very fine piece of the collection. But no, I do not have any... I have not found any swords, weapons, or likewise of any interesting magical caliber to place here in the shop.
Sorry, I was just reading through some of the notes and thinking about the dangerous quests and thought about the...
Expedition, he says with a wink.
Thank you, that helps a lot. And I'm just thinking that, if I have 2 shields for this, then I can hide under 2 shields instead of 1. But I don't have any shields, and that's kind of my issue right now. Wait a second, did you say that you collect special weapons?
I would collect special weapons. I haven't found anything of anything noteworthy enough to bring to the shop yet.
Can I show you something from my family?
Sure.
Hold on. And I grabbed the dagger and I pulled it out and I set it on the table and it's like, this is actually a family relic. It said that apparently one of my ancestors, TRG Dragon, this is my first character I ever played, please forgive the name. Apparently he threw this at the ancient god Zumasu in the first encounter that the legendary 5 heroes had with him.
Huh.
It
that
said
definitely
that
has quite the story to it.
It said that was struck down and stuck in some sort of stone, but he later went back for it. It's kind of like a family heirloom.
Definitely something ceremonial, but not necessarily magically inclined.
He said as he pulled it up, "God damn it, stop taking my knife."
Quite a character, it would seem.
Yes, it's almost like someone in the first campaign he ever played and kept on taking his fucking dagger away.
for the record, any DM that would have done that would only have been doing so because of nat 1s.
Wasn't it a nat 20 and you didn't want us to fight a god?
Or because it's a nat 20 and I don't want you to fight a god.
Either way, we can't remember. That was high school. 30 minutes each day at the lunch table. That's how we did it back in the day.
20, actually, because we had eating time.
You had eating time.
I had eating time.
Anyways,
you
back
made me
on-
have eating time.
Yeah,
I just want to do that little character flavor. Back to the campaign, I promise. Sorry.
it's all good. And Mr. Templar, kind of making sure that you don't need to feel like you're giving him a knife, turns back to Lavinia and says,
Livonia.
I didn't say you could have it. It's mine.
I never said anything about that. I said like he puts his hands up in a motion indicating that you don't need to try and give it to him or anything. He looks back to Lavinia.
I wasn't gonna give it to him. Just saying.
Okay, you can say that, but there's a Lavinia.
It's my family heirloom.
He looks back towards you and says, "Sorry about that. Where was I? The
Medallions.
Yes, the medallions. If you wanted to open a portal on your end, you guys could at any point come back here, anywhere in Hub City you need, and you'd be able to come back to the shop, get some items if you need be, or even just muck around town for a minute."
Astra raises her hand and waits.
Yes, Astra?
So what happens if you leave the stone in a drawer?
The stone. You mean the gold bit of the medallion?
Yes.
Well, the medallion stays pretty much intact. If you were to leave it in a confined space where a portal shouldn't be able to appear, the portal, from what I understand, it typically will just make the portal in a opportune space nearby. If it can't, I would assume that it would just not work, but I wouldn't try it on the off chance that you're split in half by a dresser drawer.
That doesn't sound fun. Yeah.
The medallions work both ways, though. For instance, if at any point I come up with something that I think would be imperative for your journey, I could activate my end of the medallion and come through to visit you both.
Okay, but what if someone gets a hold of the medallion that we don't want in our, teleportation distance? One might say crusading distance.
Well, I would urge you both to make sure that doesn't happen.
Okay, but we're leaving and you have the other half, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then I urge you to make sure that doesn't happen.
It'll be, I will make sure on my end that nobody steals the medallion from the shop.
Please do.
Just make sure that no, orcs or ogres steal your end and try to make it into town.
Oh, this town has city guards. We only have one person who can play a fucking lute. And someone who knows some pretty cool magic, actually. So I think we'll be fine.
Well, good. I'm glad you have the confidence of, well, at least a little bit more than a mouse. So, that all being said,
Sorry, what'd you say?
I suggest a little more than a mouse, because you were less than confident before. And
Is that what they fucking meant?
who? And Templar seems very confused at this point.
I'm rubbing my head and I'm just like... Voice in my head, don't worry, I'm crazy. Go back to her.
All right. That being said, Lavinia,
I've been getting insulted this entire time.
That's pretty much sums it up, I believe. I'll leave the planning up to you and your companion. It would seem on your list of things to do, finding the swords, going to collect all the swords, and amongst that, finding some extra companions to help you out along the way. Specifically, I believe it was mentioned your Uncle Rowan.
Yeah.
A few times now,
Wait, he's still alive?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's pretty old,
I'd hope so.
but
I believe about 548 years old at this point?
Fun.
Mm-hmm, very fun.
I imagine he doesn't look very old at this point, right?
No, he would look relatively old, like somebody in their 60s or 70s for a human. Elves live, I believe, somewhere between 600 and 800.
Oh, okay.
I could be wrong on that, though. It's been a while since I looked.
Yeah,
So,
I have no idea.
that being said, and he walks back behind the counter, if you need anything of me, feel free to ask. Yes, Astra?
Are there any times we shouldn't use the stone if we have questions?
Well, I would prefer at night time that you let me rest, but if it's dire need, then feel free. Oh, one last thing, actually, about the medallion, now that you bring it up. Try not to use it any time that it would be an emergency on your end. Not because of, it being an emergency, but rather the stones, the magic takes a minute or two to actually warm up, so to speak. It takes a little bit for the portal to become usable.
The sun is warming up!
It takes a couple of minutes to, oh, you've actually started reading that.
Reading what?
Negima.
I said Megamind.
Oh, gotcha. My
Edit this out.
My
My brother's been telling me to read Negima for the past couple years
I'm
now.
only editing the beginning and the end.
Oh, you
That's
bitch.
the easiest. So, as he continues, random intervals usually, but somewhere between, I found, 1 to 5 minutes is usually the time it takes for the portal to stabilize and allow transport to the other one.
Okay.
But at any point, if you absolutely need it, feel free to stop by. Again, would ask, if possible, if you could wait until at least morning, so I can get some sleep. But other than that,
Is it because your pajamas are embarrassing?
no, I actually don't wear much as the way of pajamas.
Is it because you like to have lady friends over?
No, as I said.
Is it
sleep.
because you like to have friends over? Gentlemanly friends?
Still, no, I don't have many
Boyfriends?
people here at the shop.
Do you have both over at the same time?
And he kind of just shakes his head and says, I believe that would be about it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask about the items or about anything else I would know. But other than that, I leave the rest to you.
How likely are we to die on this message? On this mission is my last question.
Well, I suppose it all depends on where these swords are and how ready you are to fight their guardians.
That's a cop-out answer, and you damn well know it.
Well, to tell you the truth, I can't place a number on it for you. I don't know myself. No one has any actual research or anything on the exact nature of these guardians or where they are even. So I don't know the levels of danger that it'll be. I know if the sword Joyus is in the Krenian Mountains, the Krenian Mountains could be quite dangerous. But as for Excalibur, maybe not so much. Especially Clarence here, supposedly in the city, seemingly I would assume, not that much, other than for fighting the Guardian. So, I suppose it varies.
So, that's fair, I suppose, and really still doesn't help me, but thank you for everything you said. I'm gonna go contemplate death in the cart, and thank you for everything, and take it from someone who speaks to dead people a lot. If I die, I'm going to haunt you.
That would be perfectly fine.
You're number 1 on my list, Mare is number 2. Can't read someone's thoughts without getting roped into some world-ending quest. I swear to God.
Well, I certainly hope the world does not end. I'll leave you to it. And he sits down behind his counter. What do you two do?
Guess we head out and discuss what we're gonna do.
So we head out on the cart?
You don't have a cart yet.
Oh, I thought we did.
Nobody assigned a cart.
Okay, well then I guess we're walking.
Well, where are you walking to? You as what is
To the mountains! Are we there yet?
So you say to the mountains. Team captain, what's your thoughts on the plan?
Shouldn't we try to find information on Clarence? Since, we're already here.
Yeah, I guess we could talk to the mayor.
We're gonna go do that.
Alrighty. And so you head towards the mayor's office, so to speak. You head in, and there's a receptionist. Hello. What can I do for you?
Hi, a new person. Sorry, name? Sorry, wrong way to say that. What's your name?
The name's Leslie. Well, what's yours?
Astra Dragon. I know the mayor, kind of. Well, in the read his mind yesterday and kind of got roped into a world. Okay, so that sounds bad, but you do the talking. I'm gonna go sit in the corner.
I'm Lavinia.
Oh, hello, Lavinia. She said, laughing a little.
But you gotta talk to the mayor.
It would seem so. It doesn't seem like he's busy right now. If you want to head on through to his offices.
Guy, why are you trying to eat the bag there?
I just let him do what he wants. He's fine.
He has a full bowl of food.
It's fine.
I don't starve my cat. I give him food every day, but for some reason, he likes to eat bags from the cable company we had to deal with today.
Yes, and this fictitious cable company, what would we name it? Something completely ridiculous, right?
Beatles.
Something completely ridiculous. Something that sounds like they would be horrible to deal with and would blame things on things. Like,
hey, okay, no, don't actually say the real name. No, I'm being serious. I don't want to get in trouble. We joke around, but we have good internet, and I didn't have that at my house. But I will say, HughesNet, you can go fuck yourself. This episode's sponsored by HughesNet.
That would be so fucking funny. So you head into the mayor's offices, ready to speak to him on more information that he may or may not have on Clarence. And as we do, we end off for this session.
We're ending this. Okay.
We are ending the session
I was not
here.
expecting that.
What, the ending of the session?
Yeah. I thought we were going to keep going for at least a little bit longer.
I find this is probably a good place to
So,
end.
fun
right before
fact,
we
at the
do more
start-
monologuing.
At the start of the night, we were all talking, and Jay was like, I don't know if I feel like doing D&D. I'm kind of tired, and I don't know what I want to do. And now he's like, what, we're stopping?
Okay, I had fun, okay?
Yeah, I thought that's what you'd say.
But it is almost 11 o'clock at night, and
Hey, we played till 2 a.m. last night.
last night we did not have work the following day. I believe all three of us do tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't even know what time I work tomorrow.
Woo! Exciting!
Don't be late.
Hey, if I just go in every hour, then I'll probably be on time.
Alrighty. Well, that being said, I hope that anyone who did want to watch this enjoyed it. I don't know what I'm going to put for the picture, and I'm probably not going to do almost any editing.
Oh, shit, that's porn.
Okay.
Okay, we're editing that.
Not editing that. That's staying in.
Oh.
I'm just going to post this bitch
Now people-
100%
Now
at
people
what it
will
is.
know that a 21-year-old man living on his own watches porn.
Not
The internet's
on
gonna break, Rayla.
Not on your own.
Well, I wish I had my own damn door.
I live here too.
That being said, it was good having you all. I hope you enjoyed. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Bye.